Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in once again to the Ohio Dirt Track Podcast. My name is Clint. We are coming to you from the press box here at Mansfield Motor Speedway at the conclusion of Night 2 of the Sprint Car World Championship. It was a beautiful day. The weather was better. We had 60 cars here in attendance today. We got the chance to talk to a couple of drivers in the pits today. We're going to kick this episode off with those. First, we're going to let you hear from Mr. Rico Abreu. All right, this is Clint. I'm here in the pits with Mr. Rico Abreu on Friday afternoon leading up to the second night of the Sprint Car World Championship. Hopefully we'll get on the track tonight.
Yeah, I think definitely looking at some better weather, so we'll see.
Much better weather. Sun is shining, had all day to dry out. You did get on the track for hot laps last night?
Yeah, we got to got down in the infield and pushed off for hot laps, and it got our session in, and it started pouring on us, so we ran 3 laps and had to still end up at the car wash last night. So other than that, though, my car felt really good. Drew and Brian are doing a phenomenal job on it. Just takes time to get our stuff. You know, we're all working together, and we've been together for a year now. And you know, you kind of get into a slump, and I feel like you just got to keep driving to get out of it.
So I think this is your 3rd trip here. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been here 3 times now.
So the first time was early in the season last year?
Yeah, I came to a Sunday race after the King's Royal, I believe, and then came back for the last year's World Sprint Car Challenge.
So me having been here for all 3 of those, you're basically looking at 3 different tracks, I think.
Oh yeah, that's we got they've done little changes throughout the last few years, and I feel like they're in for the good. So we'll just hope for a good race tonight, tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be the ones taking home $100,000.
Awesome. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Hope to see you do well tonight as well.
Thank you, man.
All right. Thanks, Rico.
No worries.
Thank you, Rico, for taking the time to talk to us today. Jacob and I also had the chance to catch up with Mr. Lance Dewease in his trailer here in the pit. Clint and Jacob here in the pits at Mansfield Motor Speedway on Night 2 of the Sprint Car World Championship with Mr. Lance Dewease. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So you were able to get on the track a little bit last night?
Yeah. It was a little drier than last year, but we were 3rd quick overall. Pretty good what we felt like we were, so far so good.
In a situation tonight where it was really wet last night and then the sunshine all day today, how do you feel that affects the track? What's it going to be like when you get
actually look like they got the track a little wetter today than what they did yesterday when we showed up here, but yeah, the sun's out pretty hard on it. It's pretty warm today, so you never know. There's a lot of race cars, and we'll pay attention here closer to the time we get ready to do warm-ups.
So most people know how your year's been going so far out in Pennsylvania, but for those who don't, how's your year been going out in Pennsylvania?
Been pretty good. We're 1-5 out of 9 so far. Been very fast everywhere we've been. So overall, we've had a really good start of the year, and we got speed in our race car, and the guys do a wonderful job with it.
So you're coming off a really good run with the Outlaws recently over in Pennsylvania. What do you feel like set you up going into that weekend and set you up for success there?
Well, we were really good both of those racetracks. The Grove I'm really good at. Lincoln we were good one earlier before the Outlaws got there, and been really good there. And we timed really good, which is really critical against them guys, and drew a good number for the dash and put ourselves in a position to have a shot at winning. And we got fortunate enough to get it done.
We've heard quite a few people talk about getting yourself in position, and I'm not sure that a lot of race fans realize that putting yourself in the right position after that dash is key to be able to get
that's everything. I mean, we were pretty good here last year and had some misfortune on our preliminary night and lost a lot of points and didn't make the show. But then we ran the non-qualifiers race right after the regular show, and our lap times were better or just as good as Tim Shaver's and Aaron Reitzel. So, it's just about, you can have the best race car run 10th if things don't go your way. So it's about putting yourself in a position and getting yourself where you need to be. And, with the Outlaw show, it's all about timing. And, here it's going to be about timing and getting through the heat race.
So how does Mansfield track compare to other tracks in Pennsylvania?
Really, we don't have nothing like it. It's pretty banked. It's a kind of a long straightaway tight corner, which is kind of like Williams Grove, but we don't have nothing that's banked, with the shape of it. Excuse me. Trailways probably would be the closest kind of shape. Trailways a little bit smaller and not quite as banked, but it's a neat place. I really enjoyed it last year. It's a fast place when it's wet, but it showed last year. It puts on a really good race, so hopefully we can be part of that.
So Jacob and I were just talking recently about about how much money's on the line for sprint cars this summer. Obviously, you're here for $100,000 this weekend, and then what else are you going to be chasing? You're going to go after the $175,000?
That we don't know yet. That's there's a little bit of discussion about that, but we're definitely going to Knoxville if everything stays blowing good, and we don't hurt no engines or anything like that. Knoxville's definitely on the schedule. So as far as Eldor, we'll probably know a little bit closer beginning of July. What that would look like. It's just hard with everybody that's involved in this deal.
Good deal. Well, that's an Ohio track, so we're going to follow up with that and find out. We want you to let us know as soon as you make a decision.
Well, I'm sure everybody will know once we make a decision.
As big as the 69 had the hashtag 69K to Knoxville was, there might be a hashtag 69K to Eldora now too.
There you go.
But
it's just a tough deal with everybody who's involved. My mechanic turned 85 today, so it's just a very tough deal. Knoxville's high up on my priority list. And we go out there in 2 weeks for an outlaw shows out there to try to see where we need to be and try to get better for the Nationals.
Good deal. Well, we're very interested to see who's going to chase the trifecta. And but first, we hope that everything goes really well here tonight and tomorrow night. Do you have anything else?
I got one more. So, say somebody put up, like $15,000, and they were like, all right, Lance Dewease versus Kyle Larson, 2 racetracks, 2 rounds of golf. So where are you going to race and where are you going to golf? I see you guys on Twitter a lot.
Do I get to pick all 4?
You get to pick one track and one golf course.
He gets to pick one track. Well, I'm going to pick Williams Grove because he's not been very good there. He's probably going to pick somewhere I'm no good at. So that's going to wash out. Mm-hmm. The golf, a year ago I would tell you I could handle him, but he plays a little bit more mean, and he's getting pretty good. So I don't know about the golf, but we would go to some nice places to play some golf. So we get along pretty good, and he's a hell of a really good racer, and I want to beat him just as bad as he beats me, but it's a good friendly rivalry
for sure. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
Yep, we appreciate it.
Thanks for coming back to Mansfield. Right. Best of luck tonight and tomorrow night.
Hey, thanks, guys.
We'll see you around. Thank you.
So as I mentioned, we had 60 sprint cars registered for the event tonight. They were divided into 2 flights of 30 cars. That's 6 heat races, 10 cars in each heat race, top 5 transfer. Each heat race had 8 laps tonight. Jacob, let them know how the heat races turned out.
Well, we won't get to the heat races quite yet. We will start with hot laps. I have combined hot lap results. Rico was fastest, pulling 14.116. The 87 of Aaron Reitzel was next quick with a 14.119. And Gio Swansea rounding out the top 3 with a 14.146. In Flight A, time trials, a 69K of Lance Dewease, who we interviewed earlier, was quick time in Flight A with a 14.256. In Flight B, it was that 87 of Aaron Reitzel pulling a 14.231 to quick time in Flight B. We had 3 heats for Flight A. Heat 1 was won by Caleb Helms, who ran away with it. Heat 2 was won by Dean Jacobs, and Heat 3 was won by Dean's nephew, Lee Jacobs. For Flight B, we also had 3 heats. For Heat 1, the 87 from Aaron Reitzel slid the 22 of Cole Duncan on the last corner. He made it stick. Reitzel won that heat race. The second heat race, Lady Lightning, Paige Polyak. And the third heat race, final heat race of the night, it was the Madman, Kerry Madsen, picking up the victory. We had 2 B mains, one for Flight A, one for Flight B. For Flight A, your 5 transfers were the 1Z, the 8M, the 5X, the 99, and the 40, who did not have a nose win. Flight B's B main, it was the 68G, the 98H, the 35, the 19, and the 42 transferring. So that set us up for twin 30-lap features, one for Flight A, one for Flight B, obviously. Our top 10 starters for Flight A were Caleb Helms, Lee Jacobs, Dave Jacobs, Rico Abreu, Buddy Kofoid, Ryan Smith, Tim Schaefer, Sammy Swindell, Spencer Baston, and Danny Lumah. There was a red right on the start. TJ Michael, Caleb Conley, Jordan Ryan, and Skylar G were all involved in the wreck. There was a caution on the ensuing restart as the 11-man of Buddy Kofoid spun. And on the third time of the chart on the start, the 81 took the lead over Abreu, Helms, and the 72. Who stopped in the exit of turn 4, though, ringing out the caution, but they did get one lap in, so they went single file. The 5X of Justin Peck got a huge run off the restart. He went from like 18th to 12th already. It was Lee Jacobs still leading over Abreu, Helms, Smith, who was battling really hard with Schaefer and Swindell. On lap 5, Helms was battling just with Ryan Smith for third. On lap 6, the 81 of Lee Jacobs had it decently, but he was approaching traffic, so we'll see how well he could hold it. On lap 10, the 81 could not get by the 45 of Trevor Baker, which allowed Rico Abreu to catch right up. The 72 had fallen back to the top 5. He had a little bit of damage, as we found out later, and a late precaution. But after lap 10, it all fell apart for Lee Jacobs. He spun out of the lead, and somehow Buddy Kofoid was already up to 7th after spinning out and having to go to the tail. So that gave Abreu the lead over Helms, Schaefer, Smith, Swindell, Eliason, and Kofoid. On the ensuing restart on lap 14, the 49X of Schaefer got under Helms for P2. Swindell got by Helms as well for P3 on lap 15. The 24 of Abreu was holding a steady gap over the 49X when there was 11 to go, when a caution was brought out by Sammy Swindell, who had a flat right rear tire, dropping him out of third. So the restart order was Abreu, Schaefer, Eliason, Helms, and Kofoid. The 26th of Eliason slid the 49X with Schaefer for second on the restart, and there was another red flag on lap 21 as Caleb Conley, tipped it over in turn 1. It was an open red, so teams could work on the cars a little bit, refuel, pump up tires. On the restart, the 26 was going down low on the 24 for first. Eliason slid Abreu for the lead on lap 24, and he made it stick. The 11-man also got around the top of Helms for fourth. Rico was not giving up, though. He held on, but it just wasn't enough. Eliason wins. He locks into the Sprint Car World Championship dash over Abreu, Schaefer, Kofoid, Baston, Helms, Smith, Dean Jacobs, the 16 of DJ Foose, and George Hobaugh rounding out your top 10.
So this first flight, the A main for the first flight, there was quite a bit of racing, especially up front, when Eliason was just running down Abreu.
For sure. And it made for a really exciting race. I did not see Eliason coming at all. He was probably the best car in Flight A on track.
And once he got around Abreu, it was all over after that.
Pretty much.
Abreu caught some lap traffic called the end of the field, and once Eliason was able to gain that ground on him and get around him, it was all over. Also, we should mention that Buddy Kofoid had to go to the back of the pack,
right,
and came all the way from the back up to fourth,
right,
through a slew of cautions in that event. And unfortunately, bad luck again for Sammy Swindell.
Right. Blew away retired. He says that he hit something, but I'm not sure. I didn't see anything on track, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't anything on track.
So Corey Eliason, looking extremely fast in the first flight A main, is your winner on night 2 of the Sprint Car World Championship. Flight B, feature event A main.
So for Flight B, your starting 10 were the 19P of Paige Polyak, Kerry Madsen, Aaron Reitzel, Cole Duncan, Jack Hoppenshield, Brian Brown, Paul McMahon, Parker Price-Miller, Joey Saldana, and Hunter Schurenberg. On the start, it was Madsen to lead over Polyak and Reitzel, but the 39 of Schurenberg stopped on the front stretch. 13 of Paul McMahon also stopped with a flat right rear tire. It dropped the 13 out of the race. On that restart, it was Reitzel getting around Polyak for second, but the 19 of Polyak hit a rut going into turn 3, kind of flipped it and was slammed really hard by Jack Hotshield. It was a red flag, obviously, on that one. We're really glad Paige got out okay. It was a really hard hit for her. Jack rejoined the field. He did not have a front wing.